welcome to my very first episode of Candid Kaya. This is a candid conversation here, and today I have my twin sister, who also happens to be a professional cheerleader. How many of you girls are interested in professional cheerleading or cheerleading in general? This is the interview for you. Stay tuned. Hey Nikisha, how are you?
Good, sis.
All right, great. Well, let the viewers know a little bit about yourself. Your age, where you're from, where you live.
Well, I'm the same age as her, which is 25. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I live in Atlanta. I am a graduate student getting my master's in communications, and I also am a professional cheerleader.
So let's get into this candid conversation here. All right, so Nikisha, you're currently in your second year cheerleading, correct?
Well, this is my second year cheering professionally, but I've been a cheerleader since I was 10, so that's about 14 and a half years.
Okay, well, let the viewers know what inspired you to cheer in the first place.
Well, when I was younger, I really honestly didn't have an interest in cheerleading. Like, I was like, this looks weird. Like, I don't think I'd like this. It's too girly. But then I got into tumbling, and I did this rec squad when I was in middle school. And I was like, you know what? I'm good at this. I really like it. I love it, actually. So I'm just going to keep doing it till I can't do it anymore. I've always been in gymnastics since I was younger, taking tumbling classes, cheered all through high school, college, middle school, and now professionally. I've done competitive cheerleading. I've done pretty much every type of cheerleading that you could do.
What type of backgrounds do a lot of your teammates have? Do they have a dance background? Do they have a cheer background?
My teammates on this team particularly, I've dealt with primarily squads of just cheerleaders or gymnasts. But now at a professional level, I've seen that it's really, honestly, more dance-based. So if you are a cheerleader that can adapt to dance, that's probably your best bet. It's not really like sharp, like that type of cheerleading and all the stunting and stuff. Even though they are called cheerleaders, it differentiates from the common definition of a cheerleader. It's, like I said, primarily dancers. So if you're pursuing this or this is your dream, I would get in dance classes ASAP because it's very, very technical and it's a lot of learning and catching on, so you got to be quick with the choreo, and it's just very dance-based. So that's probably the number one tip is for someone pursuing being a professional cheerleader.
Yeah, I can vouch for my sister. I've seen her practice dances, really difficult dances, in the apartment nonstop. So are you a firm believer in practice makes perfect?
Definitely. There's no point in going to dance class once a week and then not coming and practicing. Like, that's not going to get you anywhere. You have to take it upon yourself. If you can't be in a dance class every day, you still need to be doing something every day. For people.
So as you stated to the viewers before, you went from, let me make sure I can keep up. You went from rec league to middle school, to high school, to college, and then to professional cheer?
You got it!
I've seen my sister cheer in all of those phases, and I swear she was the bomb in all of the stages. I was like, yes, that's my sister. Yes, that's my sister. But which one was your favorite experience?
My favorite experience, honestly, all of them have been very, very beneficial to my life. Because each time I cheered for like middle school or high school, whatever, I got better and better, and my affinity for cheerleading and the sport and my appreciation for it grew.
So let's get to what they really want to know.
What y'all want to know?
How was that tryout process, girl?
Woo! Lord, don't take me back to it. Don't take me back to it. Ugh. This is my fifth audition. I tried out 3 times prior to the team I'm on for professional cheerleading. This has been my second audition with the team that I'm on. And Lord, just mentally prepare yourself a year in advance for a week that will try you in several ways. I mean, from learning like several dances fast and just having to perform it from people watching you, and you messing up and you're like, oh shoot, I'm not gonna make it. Like, it's so much. You have to be confident because there's so many hundreds of girls. It's a whole nother level. There's hundreds of girls that are like shoot, some of them, you like, what? I'm not going to make it. They really make you question yourself because they are so good, and they're beautiful and they're talented, but you have to remember that you've worked just as hard and that sometimes the best person in the room may not be what they're looking for. That's probably the most grueling part of the process is the audition week. We have interviews, we have mixers, we have several practices, multiple workouts a day. It's boot camp, y'all, and it's serious.
So you just said this was your 5th audition, and you did say you had tried out previously in the past and did not make it. So for other girls or other women who have tried out and haven't made it, and you've persevered and made it, what advice would you give to them?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I was real sad when I didn't make it because I tried really hard. But don't let that get you down. I had people tell me that I needed to lose some weight, and I thought I looked good, and I did. But maybe I could have been a little bit more in shape in some areas. But you have to know that if it's something that keeps calling on your heart, then you have to do it, and you have to give it your all. You can't just wait for it and be like, oh, please let me make cheerleading, please, every day, and then go and try out. That's not going to get you there. Trust me and believe me. But don't also think that people that are on these teams just made it their first go round, because most all of them had to try out multiple times or have had multiple audition experiences where they did not make it. And that's what made them stronger, and that's what made them want to keep going and made their passion increase, because they're like, no, like, you're almost there, but you didn't make it. So now that means I need to go twice as hard to make sure I don't have that same outcome. I need to make it. So,
Y'all hear that? She's speaking live.
I'm trying to.
Team, don't give up.
No.
Hashtag keep going.
Yes.
I've seen my sister eating turkey out of bag for 6 months straight. Tell us how you prepared mentally and physically for the tryouts.
Now, don't say I was eating turkey out of bag like that was all I was eating. I was eating fine, y'all. But, I mean, you have to eat clean. Your diet, when you are an athlete at that level, you have to have good stamina. You have to really be in top-notch shape. Now, when I say eat clean, I'm not like just eat turkey every day. No, but you do need to have a well-balanced diet full of proteins and limited on carbohydrates, and eat 5 to 6 small meals each day with a ton of water. So it's not like I'm eating turkey out of a bag. I'm eating turkey because I do not want to eat the bread. So, you know,
I want the bread. Give me the bread.
I mean, it's a cautious decision. I don't want to be, like, a lot of people have to realize the uniforms aren't made to always fit you. You gotta fit it sometimes.
So, you just told us how you ate clean, but also, what type of other things did you do? I mean, I've seen you go to dance class on the regular. I've seen you stretching at night. What other ways did you prepare?
I prepared in several different ways. I ate clean. That's basically changing my whole diet around, which was a little hard at first. Then I had to increase my workouts, which wasn't that hard because I like to work out and run, but definitely increase in cardio. And I took dance classes, ballet, jazz, hip hop, and I took a lot of pro cheerleading classes, which is working with former professional cheerleaders and current professional cheerleaders and making sure that I understood the styles and what exactly I was getting myself into. And I stretched a lot. You gotta have those high kicks and everything on point.
Y'all want to see my low kick? I did it.
You can't even see it. It was so low.
What type of appeal do you think that teams look for? Do you have to be a fitness Instagram model? Do you have to be team long hair, don't care? What type of look? Because oftentimes people think they don't have the look for professional cheer. Is that really something that could be true?
Well, I will say it's probably 60% look, 40% talent, honestly, because in the professional world, it's a lot of marketing. You're out in the community, you're out on the court, there's a lot of TV time on you, there's a lot of cameras on you at all times, so therefore, even if you do not feel superior on the inside, you have to hide that and just act like you're the most confident person ever, because everyone on that team is beautiful. And everyone that tries out has got everything going for them. So you have to really just be confident and really just keep yourself up.
Let us all know, because we want to know. What's the most fun part about being a professional cheerleader? I mean, you guys are entertaining nonstop. What makes being a professional cheerleader the best?
I would say it's just amazing being out in the community, and when you hit that court, it's like, wow, I've made it. Like, there's thousands of people looking at you, watching you do what you love, and it's really the most amazing feeling. And I love the community because there's so many little girls and kids that just look up to you that you don't even know, and they're always coming and hugging you and asking for autographs, and it really makes you feel like, wow, they look up to me, so I'm going to make sure that I give them something to look up to. I'm going to always perform my best. I'm going to always smile and be positive because that's the type of person that I am. And I'm going to show them what being a cheerleader is about and how gratifying and how happy you are doing what you love.
What advice would you give to any aspiring cheerleaders of all ages?
I would say definitely as soon as you find that this is what you want to do, I would start practicing and start being in the best shape. You're never too young to be good. Like, even if you're 10, you're like, I want to be a cheerleader, then you need to be in dance class or be taking cheer lessons, because the better you are and the more experience you have, the better you will always be. For my second piece of advice, I would say you really need to pay attention to the style of the team that you want to be on. Such as if you want to be a DCC, you really need to watch DCC and see their style, because all of the teams dance a little differently. They might do certain things that are signature for their team that they always do and have done, like such as DCC doing the kick line to the jump split. You need to know those things so it's not a surprise. So I would definitely say watching that, watching the style, and also try to learn a video. Like, several of them have performances on YouTube or whatnot. So I would try to like catch on and learn from the video and also record myself. That's what I used to do. I would learn a routine and record myself and see if I was kind of meshing with what they were doing or if I just looked like an oddball. And a lot of times I looked odd, so I kept practicing and recording myself, and I was starting to adapt to the style on my own. So definitely, pay attention to the style and record yourself and practice, practice, practice.
Thank you all for tuning into my first candid conversation. There's many more to come. Please subscribe below. Also, if you have any questions for Keisha or myself, please comment below and we can do another candid conversation. We thank you all for tuning in.
Bye. Cheers.